A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Celtic Connections 2015. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage St Roch's Senior Ceilidh Band.
Thank you. How are you all doing? Good. Thanks for coming. Thanks for battling your way through the snow and the amber warning lights and all the rest of the weather. We're absolutely delighted to be here to play for you tonight in this gorgeous venue. And we've got loads of special guests and some surprises for you, so that's exciting. We started off there with a march called the Silver March that we learned from a great flute player from Paisley called Mairead McManus, and followed it with a couple of jigs. That's it, and the one we're about to play, which is some Donegal Highlands. Any Donegal connections in tonight? One or two? Some Donegal Highlands and a couple of reels after that. These two sets have kind of become our signature sets over the past couple of months since we played them at the All-Ireland Senior Céilí Band competition in Sligo in August, where we had a great time. So we're going to carry on now with the Donegal Highland and some reels. Thanks very much. That was our first of our two special guests there, Dennis McCauley and Ashley McFadden. Give them a big round of applause, please. Okay, I know I'm sure lots of you probably have heard us playing before, maybe lots of times, but we all grew up together learning music, and we were all taught by the amazing Frank McCardle. Yeah. And while we were growing up, we had opportunities to do lots of exchange trips when we were younger to meet with different musicians from England and from Ireland as well, and we're absolutely delighted to be joined by one of them, a great friend of ours and an amazing musician, Adam Brown, please. We're going to play some slides for you. Thank you.
Thanks very much. We're going to have our first song now, and it's going to be by Joseph Armstrong here, who was on the flute. Until recently, most of you probably didn't know that Joseph sang, until very recently as well. We didn't know that Joseph sang, and we've known him all his years as a multi-instrumentalist. And it was a couple of months ago when we found out we were doing this gig, and we were discussing singers, and Julie Fowlis was getting mentioned, and all these different people. And Joseph goes, "Well, I could sing." And there was a few people who were like, on their side of their top. So anyway, Joseph just sat there fine. And then later on that night, we all got a wee message with a video of Joseph, minus his head actually, so we were still in doubt as to whether it was actually him or someone else.
They've never actually heard me sing. Don't know if I'm good or not.
So this video came along, and it was absolutely outstanding. And he's now going to be the singer for the rest of his life. So he'll tell you a wee bit more about what song he's going to sing.
Right now, folks. This is a song that I learned from the singing of Christy Moore. It's a Richard Thompson song, and it's called Beeswing. Thanks. Give me 2 seconds to tune it.
Tuning the guitar is also a recent thing, so.
was 18 when I came to town. They called it the summer of love. Burning babies, burning flags, the hawks against the doves. I took a job at the steam inn way down in Caltram Street, and I fell in love with a laundry girl that was working next to me. Brown hair zigzagged around her face with a look of half surprise, like a fox caught in the headlights. There was animal in her eyes. She said to me, "Can't you see I'm not the factory kind, and if you don't take me out of here, I lose my mind." She was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was a running wild, so long as there's no price in love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. We bussed around the market towns, we're picking down in Kent, and we could tinker pots and pans and knives wherever we went. We were camping down the Gower one time, and the work was mighty good. She wouldn't wait for the harvest, I thought we should. I said to her, we'll settle down, we'll get a few acres dug, with a fire burning in the hut and babies on the cob. She said, "Oh man, you foolish man, that surely sounds like hell. You might be lord of half the world, but you'll not own me as well." She was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was a running wild, so long as there's no price in love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. We were drinking more in those days, and our tempers reached a pitch. Like a fool, I let her run away when she took the ramping itch. The last I heard, she's living rough back in the Derby beat. A bottle of White Horse in her pocket, a wolf found at her feet. They say that she got married once to the man called Romany Brown, but even a gypsy caravan was too much like settling down. They say our roses faded, harsh weather and our dew. Maybe that's the price you pay for the chains that you refuse. And she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, and I miss her more than ever words could say. If I could just taste some of her wildness now, if I could hold her in my arms today, I wouldn't want her any other way. Thank you very much. Good? We good? Thanks, folks.
Thanks very much, Joseph. Myself, Roisin Ann and Katrina are going to play a couple of tunes now as a trio. And a couple of years ago, myself and Roisin Ann decided to enter the FLA competition that we did the band in, but do it as a duet. And we qualified to the All-Ireland. And we were in there, we got quite early to the competition, and we decided we'd go outside and tune up a wee bit and get ready. So it was a nice day, sat outside, tuned our instruments up, and started to play. And as I took a deep breath in when I was in the middle of playing, a fly thought it would be a great opportunity to go right down my mouth. So it got lodged in my throat, and we were outside and slapping the back.
She
and
was
I'm coughing.
exaggerating. She was completely exaggerating.
Anyway, the little thing was fluttering in my throat. And just at that point, the guy came out to call us to go on. So it wasn't coming out, so I thought, right, other way, try and flush it down. So the water's going down as we're walking in, and it was still just alive and fluttering there. So me and Roisin Ann got up and played our tunes, and we ended up doing really well. So the next year we thought, right, we better keep going in as a trio. And the fly was unavailable, so we got the next best thing, which was Katrina. So we'll play a couple of tunes for you.
Thanks very much. I'm going to continue now with a tune on the piano. It was composed by an ex-band member called Kathleen Boyle. She now plays piano with Cherish the Ladies, and they tour all over the world. So she wrote this tune for her sister for her wedding anniversary, and she called it the Anniversary Waltz. So I'll play that for you now.
There is a bit of moving about going on here, so we do apologise. The next set are a couple of tunes. Now, Louise already mentioned Frank McCardle being our teacher growing up. For those of you that don't know, just before the story starts to change, it is mine and Katrina's father. Just in case Dad's mentioned and you're not exactly sure if we all call him Dad because he taught us music or how it goes. So just to establish, it's mine and Katrina's. The two tunes that we're going to play just now were written by Frank as well, so not just a good teacher, but a semi-decent tune writer as well. The first one is called the Holy Cross Hornpipe, and he wrote it about a relative from Holy Cross in Ireland. And the second tune is called The Shortcut. And a quick story behind this one, which I actually just learned today, but it's about Katrina sitting here. And just to say also, all my stories aren't bullying Katrina. I didn't realise they were all coming at once, and it seems to be Katrina's getting a wee bit picked on here. But the shortcut was when we were a wee bit younger, quite a bit younger, and we were at the Fla. and we were wandering about, as you do. We were trying to get to the next venue, and Dad says, oh, we'll take a shortcut, which he's great for, good shortcuts. And we took this shortcut, and Katrina, when she was younger, was one for constantly asking questions about everything. Very, very intelligent, but just wanted to know everything. So shortcut was taken, and naturally, as one of his shortcuts goes, it wasn't a shortcut. And we're walking and walking and walking and walking. And Katrina says, Dad, knowing fine well what it was, Dad, what's a shortcut? And him being himself wouldn't back down to being actually wrong. So he explained it was one of three things. One, you can get a shortcut, as in a haircut. Two, you can play a shortcut on the fiddle when the cut's really fast. And three, you get a shortcut when it's a shorter distance to get to a place. So Katrina turned and says, well, it's obviously not the third one, is it? So that's the story behind this. So it's a hornpipe interlude.
It's time for us to invite on another of our special guests. Last year, myself and Danny Boyle in the back there on drums had the pleasure of working with this absolutely fantastic singer, so we couldn't wait to ask her to come along and sing a few songs for you tonight. Please put your hands together for the current BBC Young Traditional Musician of the Year, Robin Stapleton. She's a wee bit smaller than Joe.
Sorry.
Hello, how are you doing? It's great to be here and to sing for you all. I'm going to start off with a song. It's called The Two Sisters. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's an old ballad. It's a very dark story now, so if you're easily upset, I must warn you. It's a story of two sisters that fall in love with the same fella. And this bitter rivalry leads to one of these sisters getting pushed in a stream. And it doesn't end there. So I'll let the story tell you the rest of it, but here we go. The two sisters. There were two sisters side by side, sing I dum, sing I do. There were two sisters side by side, the boys are born for me. There were two sisters side by side, the eldest for young Johnny cried, I'll be true unto my love if you'll be true to me. Johnny but the youngest a gay gold ring, sing I dum, sing I do. Johnny but the youngest a gay gold ring, the boys are born for me. Johnny but the youngest a gay gold ring, he never bought the eldest a single thing. I'll be true unto my love if you'll be true to me. Johnny but the youngest a beaver hat, sing I dum, sing I do. Johnny but the youngest a beaver hat, the boys are born for me. Johnny but the youngest a beaver hat, the eldest never thought much of that. I'll be true unto my love if you'll be true to me. As they were walking by the foamy brim, sing I dum, sing I dee. As they were walking by the foamy brim, the boys are born for me. As they were walking by the foamy brim, the eldest pushed the youngest in. I'll be true unto my love if you'll be true to me. Sister, won't you give me your hand? Sing I dum, sing I dee. Sister, won't you give me your hand? The boys are born for me. Sister, I won't give you my hand, and I'll have Johnny and all his land. I'll be true unto my love if you'll be true to me. So there she sank and away she swam, sing I dum, sing I dee. There she sank and away she swam, the boys are born for me. So there she sank and away she swam, until she came to the miller's dam. I'll be true unto my love if you'll be true to me. The miller took away her gay gold ring, sing I dum, sing I dee. The miller took away her gay gold ring, the boys are born for me. The miller took away her gay gold ring, and then he pushed her in again. I'll be true unto my love if you'll be true to me. The miller, he was hanged on the mountain head, sing I dum, sing I dee. The miller, he was hanged on the mountain head, the boys are born for me. The miller, he was hanged on the mountain head, the eldest sister was boiled and dead. I'll be true unto my love if you'll be true to me. If you'll be true to me.
Thanks very much, and thanks to Robin for the gorgeous song. We're going to play one more set for you, and then we're going to take a wee break, let you all get to the bar and to the loo and all that kind of thing. We're going to finish off with 4 reels. It's Larkin's Beehive, and the Glass of Beer, and the Longford Collector, and that's only 3, which means I forgot Martin Wins as well. So thanks very much, and we'll see you after the break. very much.